When it comes to cultists, our options are fairly limited to a couple of single pose kits, unless of course you want to do a little conversion work, which is exactly what I've done here. In this video I'll be showing you how to add a little more flavour to your lowly followers of Chaos, and the first of these videos will be showing you how to build the Slaanesh or Emperor's Children themed cultist. Before we can begin, we need to decide on a base for our conversion, something that will make up the bulk of the miniature. For the Slaanesh conversion, I'll be making use of the Namarti Reavers box set from Idoneth Deepkin. This kit works perfectly for creating a group of cultists who follow a god of pleasure and physical perfection. The bare muscular chests and acrobatic poses found in the set lends themselves perfectly to the theme that we're trying to create. The organic and ornate styling of the armour also sits nicely with the god that they follow, and results in a model that is not too dissimilar in style to the Syl-esque, the Vengeful Allegiance. You could also use the Namarti Thralls here instead, but you'll find it a little trickier to add weapons to them, and you'll see exactly why later on. So, assemble your Reaver as per the instructions, paying attention to remove any obviously Idoneth Deepkin icons from the model, and as you're clipping everything from the sprue, be sure to take the relevant arms for that torso off as well. Next up, we need some heads. We can't use those found in the Reaver's kit due to them A, having no eyes, and B, having pointy ears. We want to keep these guys strictly human. There are a few choices of heads here. Dark Elder helmets could work well, as do those in the Hellstriders of Slaanesh kit. However, I'm personally going to be using the mask faces from House Cawdor kit. These leering masquerade style heads really are perfect for that debauch style we want to create. Additionally, the fact that there are female torsos in this kit shouldn't matter either due to the ambiguous nature of Slaanesh as well. However, in order for the head to fit onto the torso, you'll need to clip away the ball joint just below the chin to create a flat joint. Similarly, the small raised edge left above the collar of the torso will also need to be clipped and smoothed back. Once you're done, you can then glue the head to the torso in a relevant position. You can adjust the angle of the head here by tweaking how much you clip away and at what angle you remove the neck joint from the head as well. So we have our torso and a distinctly more human looking head, but we need some weapons, and sadly the coral bows carried by the Reavers just won't cut it in the 41st millennium. To give them some more contemporary weapons, the House Delicu kit is a great source. It has lots of separate hands carrying pistols, knives and grenades, with hands that are in a scale to the rest of the bodies that we're using. I'll be grabbing one of the right-handed pistols from this kit, but you can use what weapons you like, as you get a great selection of left and right-handed parts in that kit. With your hand picked out, all you need to do is to cut away the small tab that extends just beyond the wrist and smooth down the joint. For the arm, we'll be using that bow carrying arm that we removed earlier and creating another cut at the wrist to remove the bow and the hand. Once the bows are removed and the joint is cleaned up via your method of choice, you can glue your Delicu hand in place. The remaining part of the vambrace left on the arm should help to cover up the joint here as well. For your left arm, you can either follow the same steps here, albeit with left-handed weaponry, or you can simply take the dagger-wielding hand from the Reaver kit instead. Hopefully you can see how using the Thralls here instead would make the step a little trickier due to the arm poses present in that kit. However, should you wish to use a close combat orientated group of cultists, then that kit is a good choice. All that's left to do now is to cover up the point on the back where the quiver would have sat. There are lots of options here: pouches, fabric, extra weapons, really whatever you have to hand. Personally, I'll be sticking on a captured lasgun, albeit with a defaced Imperial icon however. Glue it in place to cover up the hole, and then you're ready to crack on with the basing and the painting. So here we have the cultist with a quick basing scheme and a paint job, so you can see what the miniature would look like once completed. If you enjoyed this quick Chaos Cultist conversion video, then let me know, along with any other Legion or God-specific cultists you'd like to see me try out in the future. If you're looking to recreate this conversion, then you'll probably want to buy yourself a box of Namarti Reavers and just get the individual parts from Bits resellers for the heads and the weapons. I personally recommend Bits Box as I've used them in numerous conversions. For your kit, however, then if you check out the Firestorm Games web store, using my affiliates link in the description below. Any products you buy after using that link will send a little bit of money my way, which I can put directly into producing these videos. And finally, let me just say a huge thank you to the guys who support me on Patreon. Your continued patronage really helps me with the costs of making these videos. And if you'd like to lend me a hand as well, I'll include my Patreon page in the description below, along with a link to my Discord server as well, where you can chat with other people who enjoy wargaming and my channel. So the only thing left to say is, thanks for watching, and goodbye.